Yes, after a brief dinner break, and by brief I mean like 2.5 hours, something like that, we're gonna dive back into some more Final Fantasy. I guess FluteBot should let people know. Oh good, see, only 8 minutes have passed, it thinks. Oh man. It's such a good song. It's actually got this like kind of wistfulness to it. Even though this is the like less sad overworld theme. I mean, it really is a pretty okay, it did go live this time. Okay. It is a very serious and sad game in a lot of ways. So, what was I going to say? I don't know. I don't remember what I was going to say. I was just checking some things. Yeah, I mean, part of why I love the game so much... Wait, did it always have this kind of letterboxing? Did I do something wrong to make it have a letterboxing? Did I do that? Was it like that before? Did I not notice it? Probably gonna want to hit them. Ha! That's alright. No, but it has there's a strong sense of melancholy, that I think... I mean, no, melancholy is not the right word. Did stream cut out? Hi, Axel! Okay, I'm gonna wait before I proceed. Okay, Blues says that it's fine. Oh, okay. I wonder why. Oh, I did it wrong. Let's see if this is gonna work. It does. Oh no, apparently there was a moment of skip, so it's not just you, Blue Glass. But yeah, like if you compare Chrono Trigger to Final Fantasy VI, knowing that my preference personally is for things that are very serious and dramatic. Oh man. Like so many of the characters in Final Fantasy VI have like almost unnecessarily, almost excessively dramatic and tragic stories. Yes, Blade Tiger! I was playing it earlier today and then I stopped for a dinner break and to hang out with my roommates some, but I'm back to it for a little bit. But like I think there's really no question, if you really think about it, knowing my taste towards darkness and melancholy and melodrama and tragedy and all those things, that here we have this cast of characters who, like, everybody has somebody near them has died tragically. Like, even Edgar and Sabin's father was poisoned by the Empire. Like, he didn't just die of natural causes. It says that. Someone says that. I don't remember where or when that comes up, but it does. Locke, obviously, like, the situation with Rachel is, like, bad and then worse and then bad and then worse. So it's kind of, like, a little much. Terra has been raised as a... Like, I mean, she's basically been raised as a weapon rather than a person. For her whole life, and then finds out that her family has been slaughtered and all of that. Celes was raised without love in the military by evil people who don't care about her well-being. I mean, we see Cyan's tragedy happen on screen. Setzer has the love of his life died, and his worldview was destroyed. Gao was thrown out by his crazy dad after his mother died giving birth to him, I believe. Like, there is a lot of tragedy in this game. And then the world gets destroyed partway through. So if what you like is that kind of storytelling, compare it to Chrono Trigger, where like Chrono lives with his mom and has friends. And like the situation with Luca's mom is difficult. It's rough. It's tragic in a way, but it's not as kind of over the top tragic as what's in this game. It's much more what a person you could actually know someone whose mom was you know, permanently injured and I guess crippled due to an accident. Like that happens. Hi, not animal tested. But like unsurprising, my favorite part of Chrono Trigger is Janus and Shala and the whole kingdom of Zeal. So that's what I like in stories, apparently. And I'm not quite sure why that is. It's probably worth navigating at some point. But Final Fantasy VI is larger than life in that regard. I've heard people make fun of it. I mean, Kafka makes fun of the heroes for sounding like a self-help booklet, because this is another thing when I talk about how thematically this game is all about love. Kafka makes fun of them for that, but that's kind of what a lot of their answers when they fight Kafka. That's what they have to do with. So it's about love. All right. So people are like, "Oh, your band is the Returners? I guess you're gonna play the Returners hideout theme." And I'm like, "No, we're not. It's not particularly interesting." Hey, Josh. You cannot bring Rachel or Daryl back. I don't think you can bring Leo back exactly either. Like, I think there may have been something where you could get his sprite or find him more playable or something like that. But there's not actually a way to bring the characters back. I mean, I guess it depends on what you mean by, like, back. Like, if you were to... I think if you were to use a glitch or a game genie or something, you might be able to, like, access those sprites. But it doesn't bring the character back. The net result of one's life. Yeah. So, I feel like the quote there from Tara that Blue Glass provided is kind of a life philosophy that really clicks with me. But Tara's driving mission is love, without question. I mean, she expressly calls it out. Yes! I won't be an imp. You can't make an imp of me. What have you guys got? Oh, you can get sprint shoes here too. Oh, I probably want to unequip them before we go on the raft. Oh yeah, the Empire wouldn't? You sure about that, buddy? You sure? Take a nap? So they let you know. But yeah, because like there's no Daryl to bring back, and Rachel's death is a key part of the game that we spend a fair bit of time on. Let us save. Oh, interesting. Like some of the instruments cut out when you do that, and I imagine they're like on the same channel. Yes, the end of the Rachel, I mean the entire Rachel storyline really gets my heart. Alright, shall we go talk to Bannon? I've heard people say that I should cosplay as Bannon because I am the leader of the Returners, but... Again, readers, and they're like, what counts as bringing Aerith back? Like, if what you mean is, make it so that that character, like, use glitches and stuff to put that character back in your party, you can do all sorts of wacky things with that sort of thing. Like, I once used a Game Genie code that turned every single sprite in Secret of Mana into the dude sprite. So even like the canon travel were 4 sprites of the dude walking in place. So that wasn't, but I wouldn't say that that made everyone in the game be the dude. No, Josh, I don't think that that's true. Because there's really not any reason why that would happen. Like, are you saying that there would be like a scene that would happen if you do that? Bannon actually has some of the best dialogue in the entire game, which is kind of wasted on him. It's a shame because Bannon is actually a really interesting character. He's very... I mean, he's too, like, wise to be a playable character who's in your... Oh, okay. I have no sense of humor. Apparently. You knew that, though. No, but the things... So Bannon is too wise to be a character who travels in your party. But there's potential for him to be interesting and compelling and a strong presence in the story. And then they just, yeah, they don't do very much with him. He's like in a few scenes and he says great lines, but the reason why, as good as his dialogue is and as theoretically important as his role is, I think the reason why Bannon doesn't have any fans is because there's literally nothing emotionally compelling about him. Like, who is Bannon? What does he care about? What does he love? What is he afraid of? Who does he have relationships with or connections to? And there's nothing. It's like he's entirely separate from the game. He's not even like the quest giver that you can say why your character's related to them. And regardless of like whether he's dead or not, he's out of the story, but you don't really feel his absence because you don't really feel his presence. And honestly, like, you being the returners and part of the returners feels, at least in the early stages of the game, like it's supposed to be important. And then it kind of quickly becomes forgotten. And I think that there's a lot of missed opportunities with Bannon. If Bannon had actually been a character that the people who made the game were interested in, because I don't think they were actually that interested in Bannon, if they'd actually bothered to flesh him out and make him a character that you find emotionally engaging in literally any way, then the entire existence of the returners could have felt much more significant. Like, can you imagine if we'd had somebody who was like kind of a counterpart to Gestalt? Where like, because like, even though Gestalt is not in the game like tons, you know what he's like. You get a sense for him, and part of it is, you know, painting in broad strokes. It's not like, oh no, he's this deep, meaningful, I've never seen a character like him before sort of thing. But he has a feeling and a presence, and you have an emotional reaction to him. Characters have emotional reactions to him. Bannon has no flaws. Bannon has no personality, no character, and it's such a waste. Like, one of my complaints about this game would be, why make Bannon a character? Why is Bannon even in the game? Because if Edgar was the leader of the rebellion, that would be too much. I guess, like, maybe we don't have any characters in the party who would be good candidates for that, but I mean, he's kind of got like a mustache. Gestalt has a mustache, so They're just mustache versus mustache or something like that. Carrier pigeons brought word. What? I mean, kind of. It depends on how you consider the coordinating leader. So I'm gonna turn to the Suikoden games. Hey Giofaro, I don't know. I think it depends on whether people want to see me play through the whole game. I'm very, very slow playing through it. Slower than I am with most games. Because the point of it isn't for me to get through it, just kind of playing through the game prompts me to talk about the game. I am going to spoil something significant about Suikoden 1. So, I guess, mute your ears for the next couple of seconds or minutes or whatever. So in Suikoden, admittedly, the Suikoden series is about you playing a hero, or playing a character who becomes the hero and the leader and the figurehead, mostly, of an army. So you're the figurehead, and there's a strategist who kind of tells you what to do and pulls the string and pushes things around on the board and so on. But you are character, the strategists are characters. In Suikoden 1, there is a character who is very much Bannon's role. But she, like, even though she doesn't, like, travel around with you, and she's not even in the game for a whole ton of it, like, you know who she is, you know what her personality is like, her fiancé is in the game, you know him, he joins you. So when things happen with her, no, not Leknot. Leknot is a separate character, like, outside. She's kind of like the mysterious, magical figure who occasionally steps in. No, I'm talking about Odessa Silverberg. Because Odessa Silverberg is, like, a hero, a leader. She's, I think, the equivalent where, like, there's a rebellion, and she's, like, the person that people think of as the head of the rebellion. But she, even though she's not in the game for super long, like, you know Odessa. You know people who care about Odessa. You care about Odessa. You care about the people who care about Odessa. And that kind of helps motivate you. And it is a shame that Bannon doesn't get any of that. Like, these aren't actually the 7 deadly sins. See, for me, Odessa's really, really significant, so I can't imagine forgetting her. But I don't know. Suikoden 1 was also a very important part of my life. So I used to have a website, back when I was a baby child, in the days of GeoCities. So, some time ago. And I called my website A Ray of Hope. Ah, okay, Blue Glass, yeah. But again, like, Bannon's not in this game the entire way through either. But yeah, so I had a website that was called A Ray of Hope. So the acronym AROH was my website. And I had like the tagline, because there used to be, like, you'd have a splash picture that you click on and then you go into a website. This was a thing in the, like, what was that, the late 90s? And is the music too loud? I don't think it's that loud. I think I'm talking really loudly. If anything, I'm worried I might need to turn down my microphone a bit. But so I'd have, like, a little tagline that said a single ray of hope can cast away shadows, was the line. Which I think probably comes from, like, I think I first got really interested in that concept from this conversation right here. Like, what is Bannon doing? What is this scene supposed to... Like, Final Fantasy VI, for its many charms, is not a very subtle game in its storytelling or its emotional beats. And it's fine, it doesn't have to be. But what was the purpose of that scene? What was Bannon... What's the takeaway from Bannon? Bannon tells a story and says some, like, really good lines, but how are they supposed to hit you emotionally? How is Bannon delivering those lines? What is he trying to do? I don't know. I'm gonna take this treasure chest. Yes. Is this technically correct, or is this a weird translation thing? You know, Edgar was upset and Bannon was pressuring Terra, kind of. But it's called Suikoden, if someone could spell that out for Josh. Look, Play Tiger, if I could focus on one thread of anything at any point, we would have very different experiences. So fans of these two as a pairing will point to that line as, oh, Locke is interested in Terra. I'm like, no, Locke cares about what happens to her. But I do appreciate that the boys try really, really, really hard to make sure that it's her choice. Like, yes, Suikoden 2 has the best story of any video game ever. That is correct. It's not even just kleptomania, it's just that I can't focus on anything. I'm like, oh, I could talk about this, or I could talk about this, or I could talk about all of these things. What was I talking about? I'm really bad about that. My membership is starting to soar. It's a pretty strong choice. Yes, you don't play a Suikoden game because you want to have a rollicking good gameplay style. I don't know if Bannon had more story. I'm not convinced he did. I can open the treasure chest without any problems, right? The only thing is saying no. Is it no 3 times or no twice? Secret passage to the right? Oh, really? Oh. I don't know if I ever knew about this. 3 times. Okay. Oh, yay! White cape. Excellent. Celes' design has both a white cape and a gold hairpin. I don't know if I never knew about that passage. But I can open the treasure chests, right? It's only the dialogues. Well, but if Terra's entire... Terra's story is about finding her identity and claiming herself. Terra's story in this first half of the game, anyway, is about finding her identity and finding herself and standing up for herself, becoming herself after an entire lifetime of being who other people want her to be. And so it would be really bad if our heroes, who we are expected to sympathize with all the way through the game, don't respect that and are just as bad as the Empire, which I know is a conversation. What's in here again? Oh, Locke, are you a sad boy? Did they arrest Rachel too? I'm trying to remember. There are like a lot of things that happen with Rachel. Alright. things. So here, having people talk to you. Where do I go to progress the story? Hi, Edgar. Yeah, okay, there we go. There's the no different. Yeah, I don't think she was. I'm trying to remember what the deal is or who or what Locke is referring to there. It might also just be a weird translation thing. Your random goons can ask, but this is here, so in case you accidentally get the wrong thing and you want to know what would happen if I just didn't, if I just said no, and then just kept saying no. Suikoden lets you say no. In fact, sometimes there's even endings. Okay, I'm gonna turn this down a little bit because I feel like it's too much. When does Locke lie about his feelings because things hurt too much? When does that happen? I don't remember it. Will you talk to me, fella? No. Just gonna offer me a nap. Nap times. No, because he's the reason why she's between life and death. But I guess I'm more asking like about it being on brand for him, because I think of Locke as actually being really honest, super honest, or running away altogether. Like, I don't think he lies. There is something about the Empire and Rachel's story, and I don't remember what it is, but we'll get to it eventually. Oh, this guy walks there to kind of show you that you might be able to walk there too. It's an interesting pathing decision. The last thing she said was his name. Before kooky guy kookily froze her in suspended animation forever. No. And then you can wander around and talk to people some more. I don't know if they change anything that they say if you do this. Did I do that wrong? Suspendimation. Did I find the paper at Bannon's place on the table? I don't see it. What? Did I... Oh. No, Do I want to toss it in the trash? Did I do it wrong? Leave it, okay. Don't remember that at all. Huh. So do I go back out and talk to him again and turn him down twice more? Oh my gosh. You'd think I would remember this better. Okay. I did! I got a Genji glove right there. That's what usually happens, right? So, in both French and Spanish, the word for hope is connected to esper. So that actually made it easier for me to remember that when I studied French. Uh-oh. God, the way that they have, like, the many ways that they try to solve the problem of not being able to use the word, like, killed or hurt. This is right up your alley. Good luck. See, there has to be some levity to deal with the fact that things that are hard or scary are happening. Is it like the Leith River? Is that what that's supposed to be? I think it is. Oh, interesting. No time for dilly-dally. They're just, like I said, it's a very, very idiosyncratic. Did we skip the paper? Did I do it wrong? Did I do something? Did I miss something? What's up? Like, all I thought I had to do was say... Oh, okay. I missed the scene, didn't I? Well, that's alright. I don't think it really makes a measurable difference. Oh, that's right. You're not supposed to have Bannon die, or the party is over. The adventure is over. So people... What wound up happening is that people hated Bannon because he died. He's not very useful or good in combat, and there's no real reason to like him especially much. He has good lines, but you don't get attached to him. And he totally could serve a purpose, but he doesn't. That's what I say about that. So my sister and I totally did the thing where we took a rubber band and wrapped it around the controller and tried to do the infinite leveling up here. Bannon is put out of commission. If Bannon dies, your journey is over. They can't say that. Can't ever say that. Probably should have equipped some stuff. Alright, yes. Thank you for whomever it was that suggested that I check and see if Aura Bolt was a thing. Or whether I had Aura Bolt already. Does this game not get as much love as other Final Fantasies? Because I think it's far and above, by far, the most popular of the ones prior to 7. Like, no offense to literally any other Final Fantasy before 7, but 6 seems to overwhelmingly be the most popular. I think 4 might eclipse it, but I'm not so sure. I don't remember. Is it a footnote? I'm incapable of saying because I live in a world in which people know retro games. So. Ah, okay. I mean, maybe from the devs, but... Ah, after years. Oh, after years. Health doesn't use my potions, does it? Is that the thing that uses up potions? I think it is, actually. Right? Oh, no. Yes, I've tried playing part of the After Years and thought it was terrible. Edgar's like, do I have to do everything myself? And the rest of the party's like, yes. I feel like 6 has more complicated I feel like 6 has a more complicated ending, whereas 4 is a bit more straightforward, so it's easier to be like, this is what would happen, even though, as I understand it, what happens in After Years isn't actually what you might necessarily want to have happened. I don't know. Yeah. I would also suggest potentially checking what fanfiction.net has, because Archive of Our Own has been around for a very long time, but it was not the first. But I would compare 7 to the other games of its era in that regard. Because 7 was exceptionally, like, extraordinarily popular. But I don't think either 8 or 9 can touch it. Oh, does it? Blue glass. Okay. Like I said, I haven't really spent a lot of time in fan fiction worlds. Oh, look at that. I got a save point. I'm gonna save. Oh, I probably should have done something about my gear, but I didn't. But like, so 8 is very polarizing, for example. 9, I love 9. 9 is without question my favorite of that generation. But I don't think that 9 was actually that popular. All things considered. Not that it was unpopular, and it's not polarizing in the way that 8 is. Like, 8 is kind of reviled by a lot of people. I don't remember which way I'm supposed to be going here, so if you guys don't want to see me just spin around in circles talking about stuff, oh, I looped around in a circle there, didn't I? Is this the spot where you would just put... There are people who like Final Fantasy VIII. They are very dedicated to it, but it's not a very popular game among fans anyway, like in general of the series. Ah, Blitz, why? Yay, Tara got a level. Hey, Moth Dude! Yeah, I took a break to go have dinner, like a responsible person. I never played through 8 all the way. I got to the early stages of Disc 2 and realized that I had no interest in playing it anymore, so I stopped. For me, again, what makes a story good is the cast of characters. And I didn't like any of them. 3-3 or 6-3, Anapi? By the way, if you saw the image that I used as a preview thumbnail thing on a Twitter or Discord, the whole like, hey Lauren, did you know? Periodically we'd have people come in and seriously, non-ironically be like, well, you know, Final Fantasy 3 is actually Final Fantasy 6 in Japan, and I'm like, I didn't know that. Thank you so much for sharing that news. Ugh. Okay. Wait, is this a different one? Or is this the same one? Ugh. Why, Lauren? We're doing pretty alright. Should I de-equip Bannon? No, can't do that. Well, I probably should have, like, equipped them with new stuff. Yes, he does look fluffy like a lion. Yes, Blue Glass, I finally did. That was one of the things I figured I was going to do while I was in Texas. I actually own a whole lot of Homestuck albums. Because they were on super sale one year, and I liked the music I'd heard, and I have some friends. Okay, that was the staple for Ultras. That's what I thought, but I had liked the music that I'd heard, and I have some friends who are on the music team, so I was like, I'll get this stuff. But I met a new person who was a Homestuck earlier this week, and I was like, oh my gosh, you're everywhere. Youch, seafood soup. Sorry, I've played this game a time or two. It's okay, this won't make a difference. Oh! Gonna make some more seafood soup. Let me get my bib. Yeah, I can't, unfortunately, I cannot play random music on my flute now. It is too late. Muscleheads hate him. Oh no! How could you? Oh, sorry, I got distracted singing along. Oh, Sabin, why am I doing such a bad job? It's because I'm really bad. Really bad. With D-pads. Yes, go ahead. Blind everyone in my party. That is definitely going to be a problem. What am I doing wrong? Sabin! We're gonna have to learn how to do this, my friends. I'm trying to do the circle. Well, I was trying to pummel there, actually. Yes, I know Sirius Inc. That's why I'm just completely ignoring it. We thrashed it. We killed it. Oh my god. This song is called question mark, question mark. Yeah, I was trying to do Aura Bolt, but then I tried Pummel to see if I could get that. I couldn't get that either, because Pummel's supposed to be easier. Sabin! The sprites are having some trouble. Like, none of this dialogue quite made sense because, again, it's like this weird idiosyncratic translation rather than something that actually makes sense, you know? Sabin got cut in half. Yeah. It is Z-SNES. Bye, Sabin. Have a good snooze. I took a break, Marcushin, but I'm back. Alright, so I have the order in which I always do this. I don't know. I generally save the best for last and get the one I care the least about over with first. That's usually how I do it. Do we have any objections to that? The one that I care about least is also the shortest, so that's alright, Marcushin. You're perfectly welcome to... Yes, that is correct, Axel. I always start with these guys because I don't really care about them. Which is not entirely true. But when it comes to this section of the game, they are far and above the least interesting. Because I'm a Locke and Celes shipper. And Phantom Train. And everything else. Yeah, no, I usually start with these guys. And then I do this. And then I reward myself for getting through everything else by playing that one. A narrative thing. Really? Yes, no, this one is definitely the least. Like... the least amount of stuff. Yeah, it's like, okay, go where you're going. All right, you're there. Yay. Anyway, back to the things that we actually care about. So this is an interesting way. I don't know whether any game that I'd like, I'm not sure whether any game had quite done this sort of multiple perspective thing prior to Final Fantasy VI. So Suikoden 3 has seeing sections from different characters' points of view, and you can see the same thing multiple times from different perspectives because some of the chapters overlap in that way. Stupid maze minigame. Oh, that's right. The stupid maze minigame is dumb, but I can usually get it on the second or third try. Yes, Locke has my sprint shoes. That's right. And I opted not to buy more sprint shoes because I'm silly. But if you guys would like to see me play the one that I'm most emotionally invested in, then we can play this in the other direction, which is what I'm most excited about. Starting with these folks, because it will be those folks. And then playing these folks, because frankly, these two boys have much better stories. They have really good stuff. This is some of the most popular stuff in the game. Okay, well, how's this? We have a limited amount of time. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do it. Why not? Treat yourself, yes. Oh my god, that's my boy. Hiding. So they let you know now that you're playing. He does not, in fact, by the way, have my sprint shoes. Apparently. So we're gonna go slowly here. So they tell you that. Yes, he can. Unless they've changed what's available in here. Also, hello, Proto. Alright, so we're committing to playing this. Oh! Hi, Balloon Cornflower, thank you! I need to put up a proper cover of my band playing that now because I think that it's way more exciting and cool than just me doing it solo. I don't remember who has them, but we're gonna go through here and not get caught, hopefully. Yeah, no, it's amazing the amount of emotion they managed to convey with really rather simple. I'm gonna have to get through things. No, it's okay, blue cornflower. I'm just saying, like, I should put that on YouTube at some point. Hi. Right. Guess we should probably start doing this. That's not gonna do me any good. Oh, I've been singing that note wrong. Need to not do that anymore. What do you mean, Axel? Putting on people's clothes? Hi, lady. She'd be like, oh no, you don't belong here. Oh, have no sense of humor, huh? Alright, let's beat this guy up and steal his clothes. Or I'll rip your lungs out. It's just such a strange thing to say. You know? Oh. That's the better weapon. But the price is right. Yep. So I didn't know what birthday suit meant. Here. I took his clothes, but don't worry, he's still wearing them. This is like, hey. Bye. Alright, bye. Where else can we go? I don't know if we can cross this bridge thingy. Nope, we can't. I don't think so. Wait, can I if I'm dressed as a merchant? I think I can. Okay. Locke's like, dum-da-dum-da-dum, look at how cool I am. Boy, I feel really slow here. Maybe Edgar has it. There's one of the guys who'll fight you no matter what, and I don't remember who. Get the wine. Oh, no, we're not. Okay. That doesn't look like that's gonna go well. Yeah, so it's funny because I have a very strong sense of things in this game in my head, but I am not good at specific details a lot. Okay. Wait, was that the relic shop? I thought the relic shop was in the inn. So I thought I was trying to get to the inn. Because that's going to take me to the Richmond's house. Well, let's see. I'm really bad. I was not supposed to go up there. That's how terrible I am at... Oh, geez, this guy. I'm going to beat him up. Can beat you up, you jerk. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, I see. Okay. Yes, no, that is my destination right now. Believe me, as I slowly something. Oh, blue and cornflower, that's probably a very old version of it. I don't know if I've put a newer version up, but it's something that we still do. If you guys want to hear it, I can play you the work in progress version of my band playing it. If you want, I can play that. Yeah, okay, this is the guy who'll fight you no matter what. I'm gonna die. It's gonna be terrible. This is not good. I don't want to fight him. I'm dead. I'm dead. That didn't go over so great. Yeah, I think the green soldier probably is, but... Yeah, no, because we can't stay dead. Can't be killed. That is too adult for us. Such a strange line. Like, that's such a strange thing that's not in keeping with his character. What, Locke? Locke, you have one job. He's like, I'm not a thief, so therefore I will fail at stealing. Oh, thanks, Blue Cornflower. Yeah, well, so I hadn't figured out licensing, so I just gave those albums away. But I'm gonna try to put another album out through Sounddrop. So I guess I will be trying that. If people are interested in me trying to arrange the ending theme of Final Fantasy VI for a bunch of, like, a lot of different people, that would be an undertaking, but I would totally do that. I love that. I love this game. I have to come up with, like, featured soloists for each instrument or something. Wait, this guy gives me something, right? Oh no, Blue Cornflower, I'm talking about something that I was talking about doing earlier. And finding a way to make it happen. Alright, well, I guess we'll go and beat up the green soldier and take his clothes, because that's what we do here. So the fanfic that I wrote for Final Fantasy VI was me taking every single significant Locke and Celes scene and writing plot around it, like prose around the dialogue, and fleshing out those scenes. Scram, you blockhead. I'm gonna take your clothes. They're mine now. Oh no! A little big, but they'll do. There's no clever rhyme there. Locke, my boy, I'm disappointed in you. This guy's just dead. He just ceases to exist. Whereas the merchant just flops on the floor because he's not a bad guy. Okay, I'm trying to remember. I can actually go through places now. Where can I go that I couldn't go before? Oh, okay. He just says halt. Ghosts possessing armor through forbidden magitech. Yes. Hello. Alright, we're gonna go do this. Ah! I'm so bad at D-pads. Why am I so bad at D-pads? How did I get to be so bad at D-pads? Why is it that I can't space jump when I play Super Metroid? But everybody else in the world finds it super easy to space jump in Super Metroid. Oh, no. I want to beat you up. I want to take your clothes. I'm going to use them at some point, but... That was... Wait, that was the relic shop? No, that was the inn! Right? This is the innkeeper. This guy's not He's a merchant whose clothes you can take. Not a shopkeeper. Did I miss it? It is not available anywhere on the internet. Hey, thank you. Is it through here? Get out of the way, buddy. It was from high school, and so it's not exactly writing that I'm super proud of. Even though I had a lot of I just couldn't get the timing right or the direction right. Oh, who could that be? Oh my goodness, who could that be? Downstairs of the inn? Oh! Let's go do this. Right, he's the guy with... this is where the guy, like, slammed into the wall. Okay, well, we're gonna get another pair of this. So whoever doesn't have one can have one. Relic. Equip. Sprint shoes. Alright. Yay! Now we're no longer moving through molasses. Yes. Alright, so I think next we are going to... Oh, I think I need to have some gear for Celes, don't I? Maybe... Let's go through the cafe. Certainly not a bar. Don't be ridiculous. We wouldn't have bars. Bars are for grown-ups. Oh, I guess I could actually bother equipping my characters with things. How long? It's been a long time since I played a proper RPG, hasn't it? Oh, by the way, there's been a typo in this since back in the day, and it's bothered me since I was a kid. And it still bothers me. Urgh. Raises fight damage. That's probably not going to last long. I'm going to take your clothes. Nope, I've come to steal your clothes. And then your cider. No, I played Final Fantasy X after Mother 3. I think that's the last JRPG that I've played. And that was 2017, so it's been a bit. So now we're going to take that. I wonder whether it just said naked in the, Okay, how do I get through here? How do I get through here? I'm all full of yawning. Why am I yawning? I guess I didn't get nearly enough sleep last night. I was up late finishing a project, so I didn't have to work at all today. I took today off work. Cider. Totally non-alcoholic. We would never have alcoholic cider. Okay. Why am I so bad at D-pads? Okay. I thought I remembered it. I was like, it's not Rosebud. Oh, okay. secret entrance. Like, he doesn't say anything else. He just says secret entrance, and then he walks diagonally and weirdly away. Okay, I already got that because I'm pretty sure there's a thing in there. I'm a speedrunner, guys. I'm good at video games. The best. Don't you want to be good at video games like me? Clock elixirs. Yes. Oops. Yes. Yes, that's because your husband was bad. Yes, clock elixirs are a thing. There's no music. Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that an observation on human nature? Is this guy babysitting the kids? Yes. Wind the clock. Wind the clock. Okay, let's go back in here. Go back down. Just gonna go through your bed. You know, no big deal. Stranger just clambering there. Yeah, no, it makes sense. Blue glass. It's just... Here we go. I already did this. Like, they have, like, a jail in their basement. That seems kind of suspect to me, you know? Oh, I was gonna go save, but... I guess maybe I'll have this scene. Like, this is actually pretty brutal. Like... You have her chained up, and they're, like, punching her really hard. Like, just, like, wailing on her. Battle hard magic check. Night with the spirit as pure as snow. Like, it's an interesting description. It's very beautiful. Celes. See, I love that. Like, this right here is a great bit of characterization. The only time you've seen her up until this point is in the opening scene where Gestalt is giving his speech and his generals are chilling up there with him. And we have no idea who she is or really anything about her. I don't even think we've heard her name before. We haven't heard her name before because we named her here. But so here, they establish right away that even though she's Imperial, she's a good person. Because, like, if they'd said she's betrayed the Empire, that wouldn't get it across nearly as strongly. But because they have her showing that there are things that are unacceptable to her, that she's taking a moral stand, even at physical cost to herself, and she's scheduled to be executed for it. See, haha, it's funny because then he'll be sleeping. But you know, it's like if you want to make a character immediately sympathetic, look at Locke. He's being a ninja. Nobody ever looks up. Gotta save. Gotta save. But it instantly predisposes you towards her because you're not supposed to at this point have any reason to doubt her. Zzz. Hey, well, there's something I was gonna ask you, don't remember what it was. But yeah, like, so this, I don't know that you ever see this sprite of her ever again, but it really gets across, like, how wounded she is. Again, it's very expressive, and it really kind of drives home the cost here. Like, just what she's been going through. She's so dramatic. That's alright. I mean, it's true. Locke is not... No, he's not the great protector that he wants to be, you know? Well, I think there's supposed to be the possibility... Oh yes, no, Locke desperately wants to protect everybody. He's just like... Well, the weakest character in the game? Possibly Setzer might be weaker? I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna turn my light on. It's bugging me that it's so dark. Whee! Rolling, rolling. Ah. That's probably less bad on my eyes. Okay. Oh yeah, no, it's that is the rest of their relationship forever and ever. Stealing is wrong. Like, it's better than no. And I kind of wonder. Yes, I have had that argument made to me by somebody who liked Setzer best when we were trying to argue over whose favorite character was less useless. This is Celes' doing too. But again, like, having to take a thing like this, characters do that in all sorts of stories, and they don't get called thieves for it. You have to take things from the bad guys. Like when you play a game and you have to get key cards from the guards, it's not like, oh, now that character is a thief. You just have to get a key card. Oh, he steals my heart. He's my favorite. I like super thought that Locke was the best character, and then Celes showed up and I was like, who is this hussy? Actually, no, she's great. We should absolutely be in favor of her. I was very pro Celes. I'm gonna miss all sorts of secret thingies. I just know it. Oh, I should probably equip her. I forgot to equip her. Sorry. We're gonna do something about this. Yeah, Yanopi, that's fair. I cannot fault you for either of those. Yeah, Setzer is pretty useless. Honestly, neither Setzer nor Locke is very good. Okay, Blue Glass, where is it? Did I pass it already? I know there's stuff here. I'm gonna equip Celes because she's not. That's better. Oh, Locke. Locke, buddy. Buddy pal. Oh! Well, that could also explain it. Why wasn't he not? He wasn't wearing anything. Well, hopefully we'll do a little bit better from now on. Uh-oh. I got bit by a dog. Yeah, well, I mean, Locke seems to serve a few different purposes. He's definitely got infiltration, and they established that this is what he does. They're like, hey, you might not have stuff for her. You should probably do something about that. And I'm like, oh, probably. I should probably heal my party too. Oh, I'm gonna have some trouble here. Alright. Yay! Oh no. Rough, 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 rough. Ah! Don't kill her! Don't kill her! Okay. Okay. Runic actually has uses later on. Oh, well, I could probably... Let's equip her, see if there's... There we go, okay. That should do. Excuse me, we can't murder in this game. That doesn't happen here. No, that's okay. I don't know. Oh, bye, puppy! I don't know how deep the plot observations are going to be here. Is that where I want to go? Is it through here? Is this it? Okay. Alright, we're gonna go back up and see if we can do this. Yes! Fight, 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 fight. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go back up there. I just gotta fight this dude. No! Bad dude. I'm failing at this. Oh no, Yanopy, I'm sorry. That's kind of an essential gameplay mechanic. I've been trying to figure out how to get down through here. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure out where I can go down. I'm working on it. Oh, you're so slow, team. Oh, maybe I should put some relics on her. That would probably be a good idea. Let's equip her with... There we go. Got it. Are you a monster in a box? No. Okay. Is there another... Like, is this it? Because I feel like... Oh, no. Will was the first punster that I knew. Ribbon? Where? Will, I don't remember. I don't remember this game very well, apparently. I don't know anything about it. That's a lie. I'm kidding. All the way down and then right? No, that's not working here. Maybe over here? Oh, there we go. Got it. Alright, we're good. You definitely remember this game better than I do, Will, when it comes to that sort of thing. Oh my goodness. Bad guys. Don't murder me, let me murder you instead. See, just like that. Look at all this murdering that's not happening to me. Okay, that is not good. Don't do that. Let's not do that. Alright, well, go for it. Yes, no, ribbons are great. Every time if I get a ribbon in real life, I'm like, yes. Now, I can't be status affected. Yes! 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 Sure, why not? Although I want the thing that makes it so things cost less. Wait, Will, are you for real? Are you serious? Did you seriously have never beaten Final Fantasy VI? I'm sorry, what? Okay, so for context, I have known Will literally half my life. And us being friends who love Final Fantasy VI and Locke has been a thing. You just blew my mind. Wow. I mean, you've seen the ending. Did somebody else beat it for you? We did never beat the game playing through it together, I don't think. Wow. I'm sorry. I'm amazed. Oh, wait, did I tell you that? Did I know this? My memory is not very good. Oh my god, okay. Yes, and I have told everybody present about the music at the end, too. This looks like a secret Ding! I don't know. Did I react the same way the last time you told me that? Because apparently you've told me that before and I don't remember. I'm sorry, in my defense, it's been a while. I've thought about trying 12, but I haven't done it. I've told it's more about the world and the story experience than the characters, I think. Man. But there's totally another staircase. Did I miss something? Did I do this wrong? See, basically anytime Locke rescues a girl, he's thinking of Rachel. This happens with some frequency. Did I miss anything important down there? Oh. I should probably go save, shouldn't I? How do I get there? Okay, look, Locke could probably stand to go to therapy, like many of us. I know, he's a great boy. He's a good boy. Love that boy. Don't I have to fight my way out, though? Or is that in the South Figaro Cave? That's in the South Figaro Cave, isn't it? No, you're right. That's in the cave. Well, now I can cast them. Did I do it wrong? Is there a thing over here? No. No, but you have to... I thought I was thinking about the boss fight, but the boss fight's in South Figaro Cave. Which is why we didn't open those treasure chests. Man. God, Celes has got so much more health than you, Locke. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. God, it's such a good song. The whole soundtrack is incredible. No, Locke is not all about meat and sarcasm. He's way too... I don't know. Alright. I know blue glass, but I don't use spells if I can help it. MPO, hey, thank you. Final Fantasy VI is a game I love very much. Do I not have a map? I thought I had a map. Well, it's okay, I don't need a map. Because I've played this section recently. Yeah, but Locke's also not the planning guy. I guess I could sleeping bag. I don't need to, really. I mean, maybe I do. Strategically. I love Sokka. Okay, well, I'm not really in any hurry to get their stuff, so we'll just do this. Should I? Oh my god, don't spoil anything in season 3 of Dragon Prince. I don't think I finished it. I don't even know if I started it. I was watching season 3 of She-Ra because all I watch these days is cartoons. Apparently. And The Mandalorian, which is good, by the way. Definitely recommended. Should I heal? Strategically, what's your recommendation? Strategist friends, weigh in. Please. I keep seeing I get like an email or something and I'm hoping it's my dad and it's not. How many sleeping bags? Got a couple of sleeping bags. I mean, like, it's more that I don't really need to heal. And I have half of my MPs. So the I don't like to use itemness of me. Okay, well, FluteBot thinks we should take care of ourselves. FluteBot, thank you. That made a sound. Oh, good. Bam! Oh, right, these guys are easy. I grew up with Fire 1, Fire 2, and Fire 3, so that's what I like. Listen to that fluty sound. I would play this, but it's 10. What could that sound be? What could that sound be? I don't know. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Dragon Quest. Dragon Warrior. Birdrick. Yes. to be Cure 4 in Final Fantasy 4. So what would that be? Cure Arena? Not gonna get the treasure chest. Curinust? Curious? Curaza or Curaja? You can't have Curaja and Curaga. That's just... No! Cure 4 was like massive spinny glowies. I feel like Za would make a bigger distinction, although then you start getting me thinking about Cure Pizza, which I'm totally on board for, don't get me wrong. Okay, now it sounds like we're talking about Pokemons. But is that noise? I really do need to make those custom emotes that are for the pro pun and anti-pun brigades, even though it's mostly just the pro pun brigades. Someone will have to establish themselves as anti-pun. Did he cast Meteor? Alright. Okay, yeah, I know, but just there's so many more punsters than anti-punsters. That's all I'm saying. Okay. We're gonna do it. Just run out the door. Just run out the door. Oh my god, so at MagFest, the level 1 chef made an actual edible alchemy. Is that how you say it? Alchemy? And was walking around with like a little platter, a covered platter with that in it. Tunnel armor. See, you heard me talk about tunnel armor before. If you didn't know, if you haven't played this game before, I'm trying to remember. Oh, I guess Genji Glove would be useful here. Shoot. That hurts. I'm sorry, I really don't take the difficulty level in this game very seriously. Yeah. I swear I usually have to use runic. Okay, so like I've said before, like I said earlier today, the best strategy for most things in this game is to mash attack and do as much physical damage as possible as quickly as possible. That's fine, Blue Glass. We're okay. We're good. We made it. Oh, that's fun, Arbiter Julie. So your kid's enjoying it. Has your kid played a JRPG before, like an old school JRPG, or is this their introduction? All right, this one is much longer. This is the longest. Oh God, I love this song. No. Oh, right. The one monk dude? Yes, we won't be able to finish this tonight. Sure. Yeah, Axel, nobody does on their first playthrough. Oh, that's supposed to be whistling. That's supposed to be whistling. Because it's totally a Western. And that's totally a thing, is to have whistling. That's why the Wild Arms 1 intro has whistling. I just realized that. Okay, well my friend Danny is like ridiculously good at whistling. Like I didn't know a person could be remarkably good at whistling until I heard Danny whistle. And I've been talking to him about things he should cover with his whistling. Final Fantasy VI was a game I waited eagerly with anticipation for it to come out. So my interest in this game goes way back. I love this game. I have been playing it since it was new. My sister and I played all the way through it, I think 3 times. I like it a lot. There we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. There's like not even a clock. Ah, right. Alright, Sabin, let's get on it. Fast. It's not even his idiot dad. It's his crazy dad. Something went wrong. See, that's supposed to be a hint. You're not from these parts. Like, were you even trying here, Ted Woolsey? And the answer is no. No, you weren't. Nah. Should probably have more of these. Probably ought to have a few more of these. Oh, we can get sprint shoes here too. Okay. I want these. No. Depends. Yeah, I'm thinking I want some of these. They're really cheap too. Oh. Well. Meh. I think we're alright for now. Equip. He's got an Imperial dagger. I would be curious to see what they would do with the remake of this. If they had a vision for it, I would like to see that. But I'm also not itching for it because I do feel like the game as we got it is really good. Personally, I'm happy about a remake for Final Fantasy VII because I didn't like the original Final Fantasy VII very much. Such a good dog. And yes, also the graphics are a thing, but I'm honestly, Crisis Core had a vision for characters who showed up in 7, and they were different. And supposedly Crisis Core was what the Final Fantasy 17 made, or like what they wanted 7 to be like. I played Final Fantasy 8, but I didn't get, I got to the first, Blitz. I got to the first, the beginning of the second disc, and was like, nah. I love Crisis Core. I don't even like Final Fantasy 7, and I love Crisis Core. So, I definitely recommend. Oh, do I have Fire Dance? Do I have Fire Dance? Do I? No, I don't. It's the drop on an enemy. I want Fire Dance, then I will do Fire Dance all the time. Oh good, I'm glad everybody else hates Genesis, because yikes. Does this not look like a Skeksis from Dark Crystal? Look at the Beakor. Tell me the Beakor doesn't look like something from Yeah, Aerith in Crisis Core is like kind of dumb and kind of rude, but really endearing. And I like it way better than the impression I got. Some triangles, thank you. Let's see if that worked. No! What am I doing wrong, or a bolt? Oh, I should probably have bought more healing items. Yes, today's my birthday. That's why I'm playing this game. Normally I don't stream on Wednesdays, but I started really early today and took a break. Well, relatively early anyway. I took a break for dinner, but... Ah! Alright, so I can get this regularly. Be nice. Do I like characters with unique mechanics? It depends. Like, it's so hard to say, because if you have a unique mechanic on a character and it's super not fun, then it's not a good experience and I don't like it. Oops, that was not what I meant to do. Ah! I'm at the top of the screen. Uh-oh, Kafka's here. Again, a little bit of exposition being dumped in your lap, but that's okay. Because here we're getting characterization, not just like the fact information, but we're getting like through people's reactions to think, kind of getting a sense for these characters. Oh, Kafka. Back to the waiting zone. See, put that guy away. No, I think it's Celes and I don't know actually. He's pretty colorful. His sprite is extremely colorful. And he totally has a painted face in this. Alright, boys. Yeah, because when he shows up to Figaro, they say something about him being, what's the word? A lowly servant of Emperor Gestalt. I don't think he's called a general at that point. Because presumably they don't have that much Magitech armor. Maybe. No, it's a siege. What are we gonna do? Oh, and I can't pull out my flute because it's too late. Well, I would be playing this if it wasn't 10:20 p.m. That's okay. There will be other opportunities if I play through this game some more. Man, I feel like I'm talking a lot less this time around. I'm actually playing the game. But, I mean, that's gotta happen. So his name in the Japanese version is Cayenne. It's in the pepper. So do you want to name him Pepper or do you want to name him Blue? Those are your choices. I know the Game Boy Advance text extremely well. That's actually what we used as a reference when we were working on Project Esper. Because it's a tighter translation with less weirdness and more clearness. I love these guys just like throwing themselves at the wall. Is it 2 that I want? God, I'm trying to remember these. Yes, it's very interesting, MPO. No? Whew. Let their commander have it. Like, just all these, like, bizarre ways. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Princess Bride is one of my favorite movies of all time. Yeah, 3 is absolutely not worth it. I think 1 and 4 are the 2 that are worth it, if I remember correctly. Like, they're interesting ideas, but... yeah, we can do it! We've got this. Why am I... Shadow? What happened here? I don't want to be Shadow. I wouldn't consider Woolsey a dream team as much as I enjoy... Why is Sabin in the back row? Why are you in the back row, Sabin? What did I do? Why was that a thing? Has that always been the thing? Why were you there? What are you equipped with, buddy? Huh. That was a weird decision. I don't... So I love this translation. I love this translation very much. There's a reason why we're playing this translation. But it's also not necessarily good, if that makes sense. Like, there's a lot of character and personality this game has been imbued with, and perhaps that's part of why it's more popular in in the U.S. than Japan, because I know that Kafka is more popular here than he is there, and that's largely because of his translation of Kafka, which has so much more character than just being kind of crazy and foul-mouthed. Yes, Son of a Submariner is great, and Son of a Sandworm is not nearly as good, and I'm really sad that they changed it. Like, there's a few lines that changed between the two that I'm really not pleased with the change. But at the same time, there's a lot of the game I think that's missing. And some seriousness in places, because I feel like partly to save space, and also I just think Ted Woolsey has a weird sense of humor and possibly a weird way of phrasing things. So you get some really strange choices. I don't know. And I don't mean to... Oh, I should have bought more tonics. Maybe, should I go buy more tonics? Can I even do that? Is that an option? No. No, that is. Should we go buy more tonics? No, it's extremely charming. Like, it's very charming and I love it. But so Final Fantasy XIV is charming and I love it. Are you sure, Blue Glass? I'm a little bit nervous. Oh my gosh! Sabin's not murdering some cats. Shadow is. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know. I will spend the rest of the game getting Bolt wrong and not knowing what I'm doing wrong. Except that I'm really bad at D-pads. Hey, stranger! Yes, you do! What have you? We ask. Such an interesting way of saying it. It's left, not right. Right, so you don't actually have to quarter circle forward. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Well, look. Robite. Okay. See if that worked. Nope, it didn't. That was down, down. That was down, down, left. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Not a clue. Not a clue. But there's a doggy, so. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. No clue. No clue. Yeah, well, I mean, like, if you don't find the game interesting, then don't play it. Unless I can, like... I mean... You know, people love fighting games and have a lot of fun with them. Oh, yes, okay, that's what I figured here. Yeah, well, I think that Earthbound is an extraordinarily good translation that localizes where it needs to. And I feel like as much as I enjoy Tomato's translation of Mother 3, a lot of what I like about the translation in Earthbound isn't in it. So, no, it's okay, MPO. I'm just saying that there are things that you can like or there are things that other people can like and say is fun. It doesn't necessarily mean that you find it fun or that you should find it fun. I'll get this eventually, maybe. Maybe. I got a bunch of tents. think I got a bunch of tents. How many tents have I got? I think I got like 5 more. Yeah, I got 5 tents. Do I need more than that? Well, anytime that you translate anything to a different audience, you have to localize it to some degree, or you are not going to manage to engage with an audience. Like, that's just kind of how it is. But like I said, as much as I love this game, wow, we got an Orbital right. Maybe I haven't been hitting far enough to the left when I hit to the left. Probably it. Booga, 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 booga. What does that sound? No, I'm using the D-pad because joysticks and I are worse. Okay, I think it's that I haven't been hitting enough to the left when I do the left, so we'll try that. We'll keep trying that. Such a good song. Okay. Oh no, this dog. Doggies! Oh no! Your doggy versus our doggy. Oh no! Our doggy defended us from your doggy. Okay. Wow, these dogs have a lot of health. Okay, this isn't good. Thank you, Interceptor. Holy cow! Okay, well. Jeez. Jeez. Okay, we're gonna heal after this. Holy cow, guys! Such a good baseline. You know, that's not an accusation that's been leveled against me very often, Blue Glass. I don't actually know if that's good, but I got it, so there's that. Can you sneak behind this guy? Is it worth it? I don't think I've ever tried this before. Oh shoot. Whoop. So here's where we get characterization of Leo. We've already been primed to like Leo because we've heard people talk enough about him that we have some idea what he's like. And this line right here, I mean, why is Leo with the Empire? Was he brainwashed? Like, what is the story with him? I don't know. We don't know. You know? Like, has he grown up in the Empire? I think he talks about it some. And there's characters, again, Leo, there's characters kind of like Leo in Suikoden, and they are able to go into more detail. Bye, not animal tested. Thank you for joining us for so long. See, the fact that Leo knows where his random soldier is from, that's a great little touch too. Like, they've told us Leo is not as bad as the rest. We've heard people say, oh, I like Leo. But seeing the specific bit of dialogue in which he's being good, I don't think that Emperor Gestalt would care, but, you know, minor details. Carrier pigeons. Carrier pigeons don't actually work like that. They just go back where they came from. Two people with ridiculous hair. Yeah. That is one way of phrasing it. Uh-oh. 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 You're weak. Yes, fantasy carrier pigeons don't have to work that way. Take them all out. Kill them all. Oh no! You're just a bub. Youch, seafood soup? Oh, Kafka. Like, this is such a great line, and I bet there's nothing like this in the original. Like, it's oh, his little known Wolverine claws, yes. No, like, it's like lines like that that are really fantastic, and it has so much character. So I guess if you could find a way to merge this... Hi, Kafka. I'm gonna heal Sabin, at least. Shadow. We got it. Okay. Don't really want to fight those critters. Maybe I won't. Julie, well, thank you for coming by. And thank you. What a toad, he says. Well, the Dissidia designs are more like their, they're more like the Mono designs, right? What am I supposed to do here? I'm doing it right. I'm doing it right. I think I'm doing it right. Next time you're a goner. Next time you'll die, they say. Alright, we're just gonna fight this dude. Sorry, dudes. Wow, I am really tired for some reason. Terra's Dissidia design is based on her Amano illustration, her original character design. So Yoshitaka Amano did designs for all of the Final Fantasies, I think, prior to 11. So you'll see versions of characters from all of the earlier Final Fantasies, and a lot of times all the, like, especially the female characters, but a lot of the characters in general have blonde hair. That's the Amano illustration design of the characters. And so Dissidia designs are largely based on those. So that's where they come from. They're not invented by Dissidia. They come from the Amano illustrations, which have been around for the whole time. I actually have an art book of character art from 1 through 4, and enemy art and things. Hundreds of voices screaming in unison. Kefka, you're a bad man. He's got great music. And yes, I do believe he does the logo art as well. Yes, he did the art for Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust specifically, I believe. It might have been the original Vampire Hunter D, I'm not sure, but he did some art for it, if not all the designs. Something bad is happening! What could it be? Honestly, again, this game is very dark. Like, this is genocide that we're watching here. This is an entire kingdom being killed. And like, yes, they're dramatizing it by having it be this instant experience. And you know, maybe it's that there's like poison fumes coming instead of drinking the water. I don't like Nomura's art at all, and I like Amano's art, but I personally like what other artists do with Amano's designs. I just don't like Nomura's art or writing or characterization really much at all. So I realize I am in the minority because they started giving Amano everything to work on, but I don't like anything he does. I don't think. I like things sometimes despite him. Yeah, like, so having this happen, I mean, this is... This is the Unforgiven again. Oh, we don't have any speed shoes here. Cyan is such an interesting choice for a character in an RPG because very few RPG characters are proper grown-ups. And here he is, this grown man who takes his job very seriously. One of my biggest complaints about the game actually is how they handle Cyan, especially towards the end and especially in his ending. Yeah, Cyan is old, especially as RPG characters go, but he's not like Gramps, you know? Like if he was like, you know, a grandpa character like Strago is. Sorry. Like, so many characters have conflicts that they have to overcome at the end. And then to emphasize that he is supposed to be knightly, they pulled names for him, for his wife and his son that come from Arthurian legend. Yeah, but old dad, you don't really get old dad that joins your party. Like, I remember playing this as a kid and kind of being shocked and confused. Like surely they're not showing this to me. Surely this isn't happening. There's no way that a child just got poisoned to death on screen. No, but Cyan has such a serious and tragic and beautiful story that the fact that his little like conflict scene as they're escaping from Kefka's tower is him like confronting how hard it is to use machines. Like, that doesn't have, yes? I feel like that is such a waste because that's not... Oh my god. Anyway. Sabin's like, you look like a good guy. I don't remember what was I saying? Oh, yeah, I was complaining about the fact that Cyan has a fantastic story, and I think he has some really good stuff in there. And then, like, they do him a disservice at the end by not respecting his actual stuff. Like, even if they decided not to have him have a conflict there because they feel like he's resolved his personal demons, great. And admittedly, I am less interested in humor than most people. So, haha, kooky, he's got a machine to push a button on. Like, it's less likely to work on me than for most people because it's comedy, and I don't like comedy because I don't have a sense of humor. You know? Okay, I should probably heal. Yeah, no, I mean, I know that they're probably like, oh, well, we could use some comic relief in here, so we'll do that. But for me, like, it doesn't feel like it's the, No, potion is potion. Why am I a shadow first? No. Okay, now I can tell you're just trolling me, so I'm gonna ignore that. Alright. Hi, Cyan. We're gonna fight this dude. These dudes. Oh, look at that! I aura bolted. It's because I wasn't lufting enough. Are they? I think they are. Alright, let's go help out over here too. I don't know, I just don't like comedy. That's what it really comes down to. Good job, Cyan. So... yeah, like the fact that like Cyan is like on an absolute rampage. It's very understandable. Usually higher level healing items are less cost effective because they are to be used inside of combat where it matters to get more healing faster, so you pay a little extra for the convenience. Whereas if you just use your lowest level healing items indefinitely, like when you don't have any timing issues, that's usually how that goes. Well, because I don't think they want you to take Kefka seriously as a threat in that section. Ah, yes. Yeah, no, like Kefka is like funny, and he has these funny lines, and he's so ridiculous and nobody likes him, and he keeps doing these horrible things. Cyan is on a roll. Shadow got his own. Hey, Bonnie, it's going all right. So we're trying to get out here. End of the line. M-Tech armor. So here's the Magitech armor. Oh, okay. I guess our Magitech armor is stronger than their Magitech armor. But yeah, strategically, a lot of doing well here is just going really fast and mashing the attack buttons as fast as you can. Oh no! They counterattacked. The worst. Oh no, puns. You're well named. Oh, that was super effective. Alright. I don't know who said anything about running. I sure didn't. I didn't say anything at all. Oh, I guess I could do that, blue glass. Maybe I'll do that because we're going to shut down once we get out of here. It is almost 11 and I am tired as I've been streaming a lot of hours. Just like leave the armor just sitting there. Alright. Alright, so what we're gonna do here. Config. Oh, did I do it wrong? Oh, okay. Oh, fast versus slow. Got it. I saw it backwards. Okay. But I did do this, which I knew I wanted to do. Well, I fixed it. I fixed it. Okay. So... sorry there was less talking and more playing at this point, but I think I'm pretty tired, to be honest. This is, I think, the most I've ever streamed in one day, even taking a break in the middle of the day, which I'm very glad I did. Otherwise, I think we would all be sad. I would be sad, Lauren. So it's the verdict. Should we do more Final Fantasy VI? It probably won't be every week, but fortunately, I don't really have to, like, remind myself what happened in Final Fantasy VI. And I will be less tired if we play, because by now I am tired enough that I'm afraid that I'm probably not saying very thoughtful or helpful or interesting things. Whereas when I first started, we got it, like, I think it took us 2.5 hours or something like that to get past the first half hour of the game. But there's a lot more things to say and a lot more things to talk about in this game. And if you guys are okay with me saying those things and talking about those things, I love this game very much, and there's a lot of really good stuff in it. But at the very least, getting all the way through the world of balance is really cool. There's a lot of great stuff. So thank you for joining me. I appreciate that. Yeah. So if you're ever like, gosh, Lauren didn't put that archive up on YouTube, or, oh, Lauren stopped streaming that game, I wonder why. The answer is almost always because, I mean, sometimes it's because I got busy or I forgot, but a lot of times it's because I don't believe that, it is very hard for me in my gut to believe that people actually want to see this stuff. And so I think maybe I sabotage myself too. I don't know why. I don't know why I do that, but I do, and it's something that I do need to work on. But as long as people are having fun with this game, I love it, and I'm happy to talk about it, and there's a lot more things to talk about in it. There's a lot of stuff that happens that is good and bad, and I hope for those of you perhaps who think that I am too critical sometimes of things that I don't like in games or that I find frustrating, I can criticize things that are, no, Will, it's okay. I can criticize things about this game, and I love this game so much. But there are things in it that could be done better, or that other games or other stories have done better. And I think there's a lot of value when looking at stories. I think even stories that you really don't like, it's really helpful to find something in that game or in that story, whatever that story is, something that works. Even if it doesn't work for you, something you can recognize that works for other people. And if there's something that you absolutely love, it can be helpful, although it's not necessary. If you just want to love a thing, it's totally fine to just love that thing. But I do think that there's something kind of valuable about realizing that a thing that you love can have flaws, and you can talk about those flaws and think about how it could be better. And that doesn't in any way detract from how much you love it. No, I like playing it. I like being secret about my age. So I'm as old as today and as young as tomorrow. But so for me, I mean, when people ask me about a Final Fantasy VI remake, there are things I'd like to see that I think could be done better, especially with the standards that we can hold stories to now, 25 years later. But there are also things that I think would be lost. I might be blue glass, or I might not be. You never know. Maybe I'm like an elf or something. I don't think I'd be a very convincing elf. But yeah, so I would be happy to continue talking about how much I love this game and sharing it with you guys. So maybe we'll do that. I don't know when, but let me know. Reach out to me if you have thoughts. Because left to my own devices, like I said, I'll just kind of back away from doing things. Nobody cares, I'll tell myself. Or maybe I just forget because my brain has really... I used to have a really, really good memory when I was young. That is not the case anymore. And it's very frustrating. But, yeah, if you guys have thoughts, feel free to weigh in on them. Yeah. So yes, we will be playing probably the last bit of Mythic Ocean tomorrow. And we do Twilight Princess on Tuesdays. Apparently we've got a while to go before that game's over. I think we're going to do Wander Song after we finish with Mythic Ocean on Thursdays. So it's a lot of good, fun streaming stuff. Well, I should give one shot another shot. Well, Psy Caramel, I talked about some of these, and I'll talk about them maybe the next time I play. But there are things like with the translation things that I'd like to see maybe keep some of the parts that I really like, but also change some of the things here. I'd like to see some slight changes in the way characters are shown and things like that. But I'm going to go ahead and shut down because I'm very tired. And that's a big question, and I would love to answer that question. But maybe if you pop in the next time that if we're around next time, ask me, and I'll share some more thoughts. But I've kind of been sharing them as I go. Yeah, do I look like a waiter is such a good line. And I feel like the Game Boy Advance version kept some of the more iconic lines and changed a few. I don't know that they're in the original Japanese version. We'd have to check Tomatoes thing, which is definitely worth looking at. If you love this game and have thoughts about translations or want to know more about it, look at Tomatoes' 4-way translation adventure. It was really great. Alright, for real this time. I'm shutting down. Good night, folks. Thank you so much for joining me on my birthday and helping make this a good day. It's been a good day because I have good people in my life, and I appreciate all that everyone has done to support me through some difficult times. Let's hope we have more good times ahead of us. So, good night, everybody. Take care.